Madam Blavatsky got all her understanding through an extensive inquiry into life, into herself, into other religions. The spiritual power must have been harnessed by her fascination, her interest. That's the energy to inquire, to find out. And she had the resources and the opportunity to find out. And she was able to perceive structures within conscious life or planes of consciousness and use and draw on at least the language made available by religions to convey that. What is Theosophy now? It's all the fluff around that original inquiry that she made. Why aren't you making that? Because you're studying the fluff, the exfoliation. You're studying the dead leaves of her insight. Why aren't you seeing it all for yourself? I'll tell you one reason, because you're studying it in language. I suspect that if you suspended all your intellectual activities and stopped reading Alice Bailey and Blavatsky and everybody else, if you gave up all those things that merely condition your brain, the conscious energy liberated from that could be enough to transform you, but there will be a massive grieving process because you're attached to all this bullshit. You know, reading all this crap led me into a ditch. It destroyed my sanity. It gave me what psychiatry calls psychosis without any understanding of it. That's because I read stuff that you're obsessed by and went through a spiritual process. If I didn't observe and understand that psychosis, it would have destroyed me. But I did, and I went beyond it. And now all spiritual knowledge of every kind is a toxin and a poison. But I see into those same dimensions that Blavatsky does. And I'm sure there's lots of other people like me. But when you've got this insight, you see the futility of teaching it. Because it's each of you yourselves that have to see how you're wasting all your life energy. You're scared of that redundancy of this life energy. But you need to feel that redundancy, that desperation in order to propel you into a deeper inquiry into life. It's actually the fuel you need, this gnawing emptiness of existence. I still suffer from it because I'd be quite happy just to put my feet up. But, you know, it can't, there's nothing in society that has any meaning to me whatsoever. And it's still here and it pushes me to create and to do shit like this. I want this for everyone because how do you achieve it? It can be more easy. You know what you're like as a child, be like that. And instead of thinking you know everything about life, be curious and observe it. And know you're the truth, you're the fact, you're the actual, and your life is that. No truth can be external to life itself. So you're the book you need to read and understand. What would happen to all you theosophists if you just took that plunge and used the structures of theosophy to talk about this journey of freedom, in freedom? Because by eliminating all your intellectual activities and all your spiritual practices, that gives a chance for your spiritual energy to manifest itself creatively. And any practice, any knowledge can only interfere with that, isn't it? No, I'm not fucking teaching. This is stuff you should know. You should listen to Kay, Yiddi Krishnamurti. Nobody liked what he said because he took everything away from you. But that's what a child, that makes you a child, doesn't it? If we take everything away from you, you're back to that beauty and clarity and perfection of a child and their consciousness. They're alive energy. That's what you need to see, to perceive, to go beyond into other dimensions, which you're interested in. But you need a nasty bout of spiritual attacks or nasty experiences to see how unwelcome all that bullshit is. And honestly, if you get that, it's grace, because the worst thing in the world is to get fascinated in this bullshit. Then you get stuck at these silly layers. You need to go beyond. Anyway, I just sort of post this. I won't post another video, I'm sorry.